You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want.
Deadly Tarantula Girl coming to you from my private serpentarium. Welcome. So tonight I'm doing a little mashup follow-up of my Dolicothele diamentinensis and my Hapalopus species Colombia Large. Yes, large. There's a reason why I'm doing both of these species together, and I will tell you why. So long story short, on this diamentinensis number 1, this beautiful girl, who actually I guess I should show her to you while we're visiting, she belongs to a viewer named Roberta Merritt. And Roberta actually had this adult pair. However, she had never bred or reproduced tarantulas before, and she'd been watching me for a while. So she contacted me and she said, how would you feel about me sending you my animals and you can breed them for me? And if they produce any offspring, we will split the yield. And I love this species. And I was like, yes, absolutely. And by the way, this girl's name is Mystique, and she is just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so long story on Mystique. So Mystique and Nightcrawler came to me. That was the pair. They bred, and then him being a mature male, he perished shortly after. And so I let her know, like, yes, I think they had a successful coupling, but then, you know, he did. He survived the pairing, but then he passed away shortly after. And so I told her, you know, it looked good between them, and I have really high hopes that she, you know, they copulated and she will reproduce an egg sac. And so just a couple of days later, she did. So all of that occurred in like 3 days or 5 days, or it was like crazy fast. And so it was sad because Nightcrawler was no more. But then again, we had an egg sac and it developed and we had spiderlings and it was totally awesome. There were like 18 or 20, which this is a small species. So that was pretty good. I was really happy. Then something nuts happened and she double clutched and she had a second viable egg sac that we also got babies from. And so that was like awesome because, you know, Nightcrawler lives. I don't know, it was really neat. And so after that, I actually offered to send her the female back with her share of the little ones. I said, or I can look around for another male, because a lot of times, you know, when the females reach adulthood, they still have plenty of life left in them. And she said, well, go ahead and keep her, and if you run across another male, you know, let's try it again. So when I was at the February NARBC in Arlington, a gentleman approached me and said, I have a mature male, Dolicothele diamentinensis and Hapalopus species Colombia Large. So we ended up doing a trade. I actually got a pair of pumpkin patches from him, matures, because he just didn't want to bother with it. And then he loaned me his male Dolicothele diamentinensis. So yeah. Now, so then the male did perish. She actually ate him, which when you have a mature male, I mean, obviously I never hope for them to be eaten, but a lot of times after you have a successful copulation, if the female devours the male, often that means that she's kind of revving up to, she needs that caloric intake to produce a big beautiful sac. And so he was at the end of his life, she ate him. I was like, well, you know, I don't know if I'd want to like die old and very gradually or just kind of go out with a bang. I bet you he had a smile on his face. I don't know. Anyway, so a few things about this. Number 1, mom looks beautiful and incredible, and that's very exciting. Number 2, kind, wonderful gentleman who owns part of this egg sac. I have no idea who you are. I don't know what happened. We were busy at the show. I don't know if we wrote down your contact info if you were supposed to email us. But yeah, I really need to know who you are because we might be, you know, parents together soon. So anyway, I hope you're watching. Please send me your contact info. You can either just comment on the video or you can email me at deadlytarantulargirl@yahoo.com. So, yes, mystery man who sold me the Hapalopus species and loaned me the male for the diamentinensis. I really need to know who you are. So, so there's the Dolicothele, and she's fantastic. So, congratulations to Roberta again, hopefully. Oh, also, she has sense. So she's been watching the videos and learning all this stuff. She has her own egg sac now. I don't recall which species. So Roberta, if you're watching, comment and let us know which species you're, you know, getting ready to reproduce. That's very, very exciting. I'm so proud of you. I feel like you're my child and you've grown up. So I'm gonna water her nice and heavy. I'm gonna be feeding her nice and heavy, although she's already eaten, so I'm not gonna feed her right now. But you know, in general, I'm gonna make sure she's got plenty of food, and I'm gonna be watching her very carefully. So let's take a look at the Hapalopus species Colombia Large, also known as the pumpkin patch, and she also ate her mate. So sometimes I do cohabitate animals, sometimes I don't. It varies a lot from species to species. I'll be honest with you, I've never been able to pair Poecilotheria without cohabitating them. Sometimes the male does not make it through the ordeal. A lot of times they do, especially if they have plenty of space and some barriers between them. If you look at this female, she looks amazing. She looks very full and robust. She looks fantastic. She has some pretty significant girth on her, and so I have very high hopes that I'll also have pumpkin patch babies soon, which I love this species. They are the most adorable little babies, and obviously they're beautiful, beautiful adults. So hopefully I'm going to be bringing you some baby videos soon. If you have any questions about pairing tarantulas or anything like that, I actually have a tarantula breeding and reproduction playlist with, like, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred videos. So look for that playlist. Of course, if you have a specific question, go ahead and comment it, find me on my socials, email me. I'm an open book. I don't keep secrets. I get back to everybody that I can. If ever I miss any of you somehow, I'm so sorry. You just, I don't know, you flew under my radar somehow. I try really hard. I would say I get back to like 98% of people. Once in a while somebody gets put in like a weird messenger folder on Facebook, or like I have an email that I thought someone else answered and they thought I answered. It happens, but not very often. So since I do think that she may be gravid, I don't want to keep on harassing her, so I'm gonna put the lid back on this. So that was like a quick little, I just pulled 2 moms with egg sacs and they're incubating, and these girls look really good, and so that's exciting. So hopefully I'm going to be bringing you a lot of baby teas soon. I hope you guys like this one. Comment below whether or not you think these girls are gravid or getting ready to lay an egg sac, and I'll see you guys soon.
You think I'm a thinker, but I'm just a singer. All busy and pretty, just making believe. Boy, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Down to obscurity, don't let me ever be this alone. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Shouldn't be trusting me, I could be making it all up, you know.